Hey, Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to your angel readings for the month of February 2025. Beautiful souls, whether you are watching for your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, or astrologically, you know that you have any number of planets in a particular sign, the reading for that zodiac sign will be right for you. I am putting this energy overview right at the start of each of the all zodiac sign readings. But if you want to click straight through to the angel reading and you don't want to listen to the energy update for the month, please do click through straight to the readings. I'm reading this because this is a really, really good description of what to expect in February, and we're going to build on this. So we'll look at the cards and the runes that were drawn for February. This is a diary that I create, the Manifests with the Moon diary. I'm just going to give you the overview because for those of you that don't have the diary, I think this might be really helpful to you. So let me read to you about February. We'll check in with these cards and then we will move straight to the angel reading for your sign. So, beautiful souls, February 2025, choices and decisions, the transformation begins. This is a seriously powerful month, truly. February begins with the Earth festivals of Imbolc in the Northern Hemisphere and Lammas in the Southern Hemisphere. Now, both of these are festivals of fertility and promise. So, whatever took place during the more intense periods of January, and we have had some pretty intense moments in January, the start of this month brings just the right energetic to get clear about your own personal goals for the year ahead and to begin to sow the seeds needed to manifest your goals in real terms. Although this month begins with a fairly even flow of energy, a greater intensity then builds, and it really does. So if you find yourself being pulled in more than one direction as we move through February, or you're uncertain as to where to place your focus, then put down an anchor, steady yourself, and become an observer of your own experience. The higher purpose of the overall dynamics this month are to reveal all you need to see to bring greater clarity to your overall goals and your purpose for the coming year. Now, our first card of Empower Yourself is an invitation to step up and take full ownership of your personal choices. It sits with Suelo, the rune of wholeness, which suggests that there will be a very clear pathway ahead that honours your personal choices whilst also honouring the collective. I mean, this really embodies, I'm digressing from what I have written here in the diary, but this really embodies the energy of the raising of the consciousness of humanity at large. And we are really full on this year into that process. It's big, it's powerful, it's happening. There's actually only one way, and that one way is forwards and upwards. But it doesn't mean that there isn't resistance. It doesn't mean that we're not going to see challenges in being able to bring this forth. So self-responsibility really sits right at the heart of this. Empower Yourself is all about self-responsibility. And this card says empowerment does not mean we have power over others. It means we have power over ourselves. We honour our capacity for free will and conscious choice whilst honouring the same in others. So it's really about knowing what you can do and recognising what you can't do, but taking ownership of your own sovereignty, your own agency. Suelo often indicates that there really is only one way to go. You're being guided in a particular direction. So this is a really powerful month. Now, where did I get to? Yes, here we are. Validated. Right, this theme, here we go. This theme flows through the entire month and is validated further by our second card of choices and decisions, aligning with Fehu, the rune of possessions and nourishment, indicating that the time is right to nourish possibilities and commit to the future that you desire, the future you want to create. However, this card also validates that choices are not set in stone. Sometimes we need to test the waters before making a firm commitment, and we can always make adjustments and course correct based on our ongoing learning. So really interesting energy here. Fehu is also known as a rune that carries the energy of ambitions that are fulfilled. So there is real possibility here. And I think as the energy kind of, let's say, it heats up, it intensifies as we move to the end of February, I think there are going to be significant options and choices for us all, either in terms of our own immediate circumstances, but also in terms of how we respond to external circumstances. So there's a real internal empowerment taking place, alongside responding to external events that are there with the higher purpose of triggering internal choices that empower you and lead you forwards to that space of living in higher vibration, living in light. I'm very, very, very interested to see how these readings pan out, actually, really, truly. Be very fascinating for each of the zodiac signs. Now, this moon concludes with a stunning new moon in Pisces that brings a distinctly karmic energy with it. There's a really karmic energetic to this moon. So approach this month with an attitude of healthy flexibility and trust that whatever takes place in the uniqueness of your own personal circumstances, whatever shows up, it's bringing you valuable information. I think we have a month where we can really sow seeds, we can actually get on track, but we've kind of got to trust that whatever we're being shown, it's guiding us in the direction that's needed for us to do that, to get on track. However, on track may mean some adjustments have to be made. Those adjustments may purely be internal ones. They may be blocks within you that stop you from progressing along the pathway that you are already on. But they could also be external blocks that are kind of like a testing of your endurance, your perseverance, your capacity to hold your vision, which also connects to internal processes, your own mindset. There could also be external circumstances that are actually guiding you to course correct, to perhaps make some really significant choices and decisions, either big or small, that kind of tweak the course of your world. Every day we make decisions all day long, but we don't necessarily do so consciously. You might decide to have a cup of tea, or, turn right instead of left when you leave your home or your house to walk somewhere, take a different route. And en route, something else might show up for you that presents you with a piece of information that causes you to think, or to see something differently, or to have an idea about something. And although that principle occurs all of the time, what I feel is, I'm really hearing, it's actually channeling through right now, I'm really hearing these messages loud and clear, is that this is a month when being aware of that will be really, really valuable. The more your awareness is heightened to respond to whatever is shown to you, the more you are going to move fluently through the month and be assisted. It's like guidance is arriving. And I think the more intense the energy, the more kind of poignant, I think that's the right word, poignant, the more on point the guidance will be. So this is going to be a really interesting month with possibly relatively steady progress or small steps to start with. But I do think we'll see an intensity. And I think handling that intensity as we navigate through is all about literally conscious living, day by day, being conscious of your own sovereignty, conscious of your own agency. Whatever's happening, if something happens and it's out of your control, presses your buttons, well, they're your buttons. What are you going to do? Get still, put down an anchor. Take your time, think about what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. What are your choices? Do you choose to respond? Do you choose not to respond? Do you choose to take your time? Do you want to say something? Or if that's feeling a bit not okay, or a bit angsty, or you're just uncertain, or you're wobbling, take your time, step away, meditate, see what becomes clear to you. Try not to be pushed into anything or to react too quickly. Very distinct energy coming in to this month of February. Beautiful souls, thank you if you have listened through to the end of this part of this video. Thank you all so much for being here. don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you receive notifications of anything that I post, whether it is, an energy update connected to the moon. I'll be doing a moon month overview as well, literally showing you the energy of the moon all the way through the month, and of course, always lots of readings that I post ongoing all of the time. So if you want to make sure you never miss a reading or anything that shows up here, do please subscribe, press the little bell icon. Thank you all of you who have, and thank you for all the things you do that truly, truly do support the channel. I am very, very honoured to be reading for you and connecting with you all. And thank you to all of you who actually bought the diary, and thank you for the feedback, that it is really, really valuable to you. I'm truly honoured, and I hope this will be a tool that will really, really help you to navigate this extraordinary year of profound transformation. Let's move to your angel reading for the month of February for your zodiac sign. Aquarius, my lovelies, welcome to your February readings. Now, we're asking Archangel Michael first what's happening for you in February. These are angel readings. I always do angel readings, and we're going to find out what's happening for you. Yes, you are correct. This is pretty cool, my lovely Aquariuses. You have listened to your inner guidance and made a wise choice. Keep moving forwards. Regain your focus. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. Okay. This is a very interesting energy. Let's draw your tarot cards and see what we are shown. Okay, well, that's flying out for you. You have Knight of Michael, strong, committed, intellectual, diligent, time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion, sudden changes. Now, this is really interesting, lovely Aquarius, because this is suggesting that kind of like timing is important, actually. That timing is important, that you do need to take action, also that you need to remain focused, that somehow your focus could be dissipated, which then means you're not using the energy to the very best of your advantage. I'm seeing this and this. Oh, there are two there, and that one there, and this one here, and that one there. Okay, I am going to take that one. Oh, there are two as well, and then we can always draw more. Let's see what else we are shown here for you. So we've got, gosh, what a lot of, we've got Archangel Gabriel coming through a lot, and Archangel Michael particularly. Right, Knight of Michael, King of Gabriel. Inspirational, dramatic, driven, keep your eye on the big picture. Again, keep your focus. Page of Gabriel, energetic, brave, follow your passion. You're ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. I feel, my lovely Aquariuses, there is genuinely like a path that you need to follow. The energy of Suelo, I spoke about this in the energy update. I actually think there is quite genuinely a path right in front of you. Now, I think you'll know what this is. You actually listened already to your inner guidance. You made a wise choice. The question is now about sticking to it. It's like sticking to it, staying on course, and kind of keeping going with something. Something's come to an end. We have 10 of Michael. A situation has ended and you're finally free, and you have new opportunities for happiness. Put the past behind you. We have 8 of Gabriel, a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communications, and a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic partnerships, deepened, lasting spiritual insights. I'm going to put these to one side for a moment. Okay, so my lovely Aquariuses, I think a period of, it's not exactly being in limbo, but the energy around you feels like, I feel like you've had to navigate something that was a little bit sticky. You've had to sort of wrap it up, cross the T's, dot the I's, come through and out the other side. Now, as we are coming into this month of February, that's exactly what's happening. It's now the right time. The timing is perfect for you to sort of seize the moment. Now, sometimes when we come out of a period where we've had to make some clear choices and decisions, and then we're left in what I would call that in-betweeny stage, some of you may actually be feeling a little bit tired. It's like you've navigated something, you know you've made the right decision, and it's like you can breathe a sigh of relief, get your head above water. And you might just be thinking, do you know, I'm just going to stop, catch my breath, chill out, see where I'm going to go next, you know. But the energy is primed for you to move forward straight away. And that's one of the first messages that's really coming through here so strongly. The energy for you is absolutely primed, you know, not to be hanging around, but to get going straight away. Okay? To keep moving forwards. Just because something has ended, there is an immediate opportunity in front of you. And if it's not in front of you already, I think it very will soon be. So I sort of feel there isn't really time to pause for breath, my beautiful souls. And so if you were really hoping for a bit of a quiet life during February, I'm so sorry to disappoint you on that front. However, you know, I've just got to read it as I see it. However, Aquarius, I would honestly say, for sure, maybe you don't get to take a breather, but my goodness me, the energy to move forwards is fabulous. I think if this isn't around you, it will be very soon. And when this opening is around you, it's going to fire you up. You know, the Eight of Gabriel is the equivalent of the Eight of Wands in a traditional pack. So this is fast energy. It's happening energy. This would be like, I'll just give you some potential scenarios as examples of this energy. But this would be like if you come through a breakup and it was a bit sticky and a bit tricky, and you've had to kind of, I don't know, work out, you know, who keeps what, and, you know, all of the stuff, or you know, you've had to find somewhere else to live, or they had to, whatever it is. Or you've left a job and you've had to, you know, work out your notice, or, you know, there's been something that's been a bit sticky around you. Now, you've reached that point where it's the curtain call and you can leave and walk away, which is lovely. But that is often the point when we just think, phew, I can come up for air, this is magnificent. But it's almost as if immediately something presents itself. So let's say you've finished a job or a contract and you think, wow, I can just take a breather. It would be like the phone rings or you get an email and someone says, oh, I've just seen your CV. I'd like to interview you tomorrow. You know, it's like it's happening. It's now. And it's a job that looks amazing. It's something that you would love. So it's kind of like suddenly you were just wanting to take a breather and now you're fired up. If you've come out of a relationship and you're thinking, right, definitely going to hit a period of singleness, just going to relax, take my time, and suddenly, boom, you meet someone purely by chance, and it's like, oh wow, this feels really exciting. This feels amazing. I think I might like this. And so something kind of lights you up, and I think it lights you up quite fast. So if you are still at this point in the stage of crossing the T's, dotting the I's, reaching this point of the curtain call, I kind of want to say fasten your seatbelt and be prepared for almost like the moment you take your bow, boom, something else appears for you, which I think is really exciting for you. Okay, the question is, how do you engage with it? Let's just look at those other cards that came through, because we also have perspective, Archangel Chamuel, pause for reflection and insight, dare to be different. See, what I think we're seeing with this card is it's not a radical change of perspective. I mean, I suppose it could for some of you, and I'll talk more about it in a moment, but more that if you just thought you were going to come up for air and someone comes along and you think, or something comes along and you think, do I really want that? You know, I really want to just take some time out. the challenge here is that you could miss an opportunity. So we have 5 of Raphael. Everything happens for a reason. And it says, release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. It's like there's a silver lining. So whatever has ended, likewise, if you come out of a relationship and you're taking a break, and you might be thinking, I'm taking a break, I'm just going to chill out. The last thing I want is to meet someone new. You meet someone, you think they're amazing, but you're thinking, do you know what? The last thing I want is to really engage with anyone at the moment, even though this person seems absolutely amazing. But you're being asked to potentially change your perspective. Don't view this through the lens of it's not the right timing or of being distracted. Because it's kind of like if you've finished a contract and you know you need a new one, but you just, maybe financially you don't need it immediately. And yet this offer is a really good one and you think, oh no, I'll just wait. But this is time limited. If you don't grasp it now, you're not going to be able to get it again. So there's something about taking action on something and not letting either your current perspective or everyday stuff get in the way of it. Let's say you've just moved house, for example. You had to move out. You finally got to the point where you've got to where you need to be. And you think, do you know what? I'm not going to reply to that email. I'm just going to crack on and unpack my boxes and get sorted. Well, why wouldn't you want to do that? But there is this incredible opportunity in front of you. And there's something around seizing the moment. We then have the Ace of Michael. So you've now got two aces here. Is that right? Yeah, we have an Ace of Raphael. I thought we had 2 aces. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. This is all about keeping that clear mindset and seizing an opportunity. The opportunity comes as you complete something else. And this is about regaining your focus and almost like getting you back on track. One thing ends, and the purpose of the ending is so something new can come into your world. Curiously enough, it's so something can come into your world fast. I'm not quite sure why that would be. I will be doing some extended readings, so I'll kind of ask actually in the extendeds. We'll do a deep dive as we always do, and really ask about, why? What's with the timing of this? What's the higher purpose of this? But let's draw some more cards anyway for you in your main reading, my lovely Aquariuses. Let's find out what else we're being shown here, because everything here is kind of like urging you not to miss an opportunity. May we please ask about this kind of timing element of this? 10 of Ariel. It's very interesting to have a 10. There is so much to be grateful for because this is about long-term prosperity, financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. I think that the opportunity in front of you, or the opportunity that comes, we have 2 more here. I think this opportunity, it has real long-term possibility. You have another ace. Wow, 3 aces. Okay, so we have, and we also have the 5 of Gabriel. It's your lucky day. New resources of money, time or support, a change in a job or a promotion. We then also have 5 of Gabriel, a challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. Okay. I wonder if, as you take your curtain call, you are feeling a bit like, and maybe for some of you, there is still a little bit of a residue of somebody else or something else still lingering. But the pieces of the jigsaw are falling into place for you. There was a higher purpose to this ending. The higher purpose to what has completed is so that something new could come in. And it is very curious because very often, and in a very healthy way, I think, for us as human beings, we don't always rush from one thing to the next. it's appropriate to process. It's like if you've come out of a relationship, you'd kind of feel like you might be on the rebound. But this is really suggesting there's a long-term potential in whatever is being offered to you. And you yourself could literally feel like, well, why would I want to engage with something, even though this looks amazing? Why would I want to engage with it? I've got a ton of stuff on my plate. It's the last thing I'm going to do right now. But that's what your reading is suggesting, Aries, Aquarius, my apologies. My lovely Aquariuses, it really is suggesting, I think isn't it interesting, I've just called you Aries. Aries is a new beginning. It's the first sign of the zodiac. It's about I am energy. I am empowered. I can make my choices and my decisions. I feel this is this opportunity. We have lots of aces, 3 aces. I actually do feel that the opportunity that's presenting you or presenting to you is one where you can kind of fulfill some kind of an ambition. Now, whether this is relationship or whether it's a work scenario or a calling, a different kind of pathway, meeting the right community, whatever is a big ambition for you. I feel it can fulfill an ambition, and it's time sensitive, and I think if you don't seize it, then I'm not saying that opportunities don't come back round, because they do. I always think with the universe, it's like life lessons, isn't it? If you're embracing a life lesson and you don't get it or you don't step up, the universe will bring it around again, except next time it'll be, instead of having a gentle nudge, it will be an almighty shove. And if we miss the shove, it will be a brick to the head. It will be big. The bigger and bigger it gets is this sort of, come on, why aren't you doing this? I think the same is true of opportunities. I really, really do. However, right now, at this phenomenal time of accelerated growth and elevated consciousness for humanity, you're being given an opportunity that literally can align you with the energy that is rocketing us forward. And I think it's really special. I really, really do. And this is all of the focus of your reading, Aquarius. This is what it's about. Empowering you to make an Aries type decision. I feel that was a bit of a Freudian slip. Aries, I'm doing it again. Aries, look at this. Gosh, here am I acknowledging my Freudian slip and doing it again. Wow. Right. Aquarius, my lovelies, I think there is a new beginning in front of you, and I think that the energy is really, really suggesting that you seize it. I really do. Get back on track. Give yourself your focus and be prepared to grasp something when it's offered to you. You definitely shift any perspectives that say, probably shouldn't do this, not the right time, let's take a breather, let's hold back. I wouldn't be, truly, honestly, if I were an Aquarius, which I am not, but if I were, I wouldn't be holding back on this, and that's the honest truth. Wow, Aquarius, I'm going to dive into the extendeds, and I'm really, really going to ask about this. I'm going to find out as much information. I mean, is this a guided relationship? Is it a career calling? Is it to do with your purpose? What is the higher purpose? Why is this being offered to you now? What is this about? So this is what I'm going to do. I will follow through, and I will, just ask as many questions as I possibly can for you, my lovely Aquariuses. Beautiful souls, you're welcome to join me. The extendeds are on Patreon and in the YouTube membership area of the channel. But otherwise, super souls, it would be wonderful to see you in some other readings here on the main channel as well. Beautiful Aquariuses, tons of love. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never ever miss a reading as soon as I upload them. I am sending you all the love in the world. I think this is a seriously amazing opportunity. I really, really do. Tons of love, Aquarius.